What up, YouTubers? This is your boy Big Metroid Fan 12, and I'm doing another video game review. The game I'm reviewing is River City Ransom, that was released on the NES by Texno, and this is pretty much the same company that made Double Dragon for Trade Race and later for Acclaim. And pretty much the plot is that Alex and Ryan have to save River City High School and Ryan's girlfriend Cindy from a guy named Slick. And pretty much this is pretty much the plot of the game. And this is pretty much a two-player beat 'em up that has RGP elements to it, and RPG elements rather. Now, get tongue tied there. Anyway, this two this particular game is where you're allowed to stand up on your partner's head, and your partner can throw you against the enemy, and you can take no damage from it. You know what I'm saying? And this is really like the only beat 'em up game that I'm aware of that actually does this like a double team thing on like a home console. On a home console, the only other beat 'em up that really like does this type of thing is like the Simpsons arcade game where Homer and or Marge can throw Lisa and Barney to an enemy and they take no damage, And the game is pretty much like non-linear with an open world type of thing, which is pretty similar to say Metroid and Master Blast. The only thing is that you don't need any items to really progress to the next area, but you do need to level up if you want to defeat specific bosses in the game. You know what I'm saying? And you do like use different like weapons in the game, like trash cans, lead pipes, wooden sticks, and brass knuckles and stuff like that. And there are different games that they got their own turf, and you can pretty much tell which game you're fighting by the color of the t-shirts that they're wearing. Like the frat guys wear pink shirts, while the generic dudes wear light blue shirts, and you can pretty much earn money from each of the games, and the amount you get really does depend on which game you're fighting at the time. And much like the games, you do get money after you defeat the bosses also, but you just get a lot more money from the bosses. You know what I'm saying? One thing I should have mentioned is prior to that is that each gang has like 8 or 9 members in each of them, and each of them has their own strengths and weaknesses. One has a weak like defense, while another one has a strong defense in everything. And the money that you gain from beating up the gangs and bosses in River City Ransom is that you buy food from different restaurants and go by bookstores to increase your power up points and buy new moves. And it's pretty much very important to visit every single shop and bookstore in the game to increase your stats and learn new moves. Now, you buy six different techniques by buying books from bookstores, and some of the moves are more useful than others. So it's like a couple that's one or two that's not really important for you to have, but the rest of them are pretty much recommended that you use them. And for some reason, when you defeat the gang members and everything, they say barf before they disappear off the screen. I don't know why that's in there, but it is funny though. Because no other, it's kind of like no other beat 'em up has that. You know what I'm saying? From Final Fight to Double Dragon, where you defeat a specific enemy, they say barf or something funny like that. I don't know why Texnu did that, but it is pretty funny in my opinion. But that it's kind of like it's like the graphics and level design of River City Ransom are pretty good with decent color palettes and everything. And the gameplay is good. You know what I'm saying? I do like the fact that you it has the RPG element to it where you can buy food and books to increase your power up points and learn new techniques and everything. And it seems like River City Ransom has more weapons than Double Dragon, Final Fight, and Streets of Rage. Then I'll have to like look into that to make sure, but it seems like River City Ransom do have more weapons than those three franchises within the from the 16 and 8-bit eras. And the soundtrack is pretty good too. It's probably the best part of River City Ransom. I would say that the only gripe that I can think of that gamers might have with River City Ransom would be the difficulty, but it seems like it's pretty balanced. You know what I'm saying? And see, like I would say that River City Ransom is a pretty good game. That should have been a franchise, but it was just like for the most part, it was like outright ignored since this particular game was released for like I guess for the within the 8-bit and 16-bit era. You know what I'm saying? And I'll say this is the a good game that I do recommend, especially to retro gamers and YouTubers who do live streams and let's plays on their channel. And I'll give this a score of a 9 out of 10 because it is pretty good game that implemented RPG elements with in a beat 'em up. With that being said, if you play River City Ransom and it's one of your favorite beat 'em ups, whatever the case, you can mention it in the comment section. If you like my review of River City Ransom, don't hesitate to click the thumbs up button and don't hesitate to share it and don't forget to subscribe. This is your boy Big Ben Metroid Fan 12 signing off.